Princess Leonor in Denmark, royal fans react to arrival from Spain. Familiar setting. Spain waits. But then, silence breaks. She appears. In Denmark. Fans cry. Cameras shake. Voices tremble. They never thought this moment would come. And yet, here it is. The world expects calm. Instead, shock, emotion, tears in the streets. Because Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor just crossed a border. And nothing feels the same anymore. The air was heavy with anticipation. Royal watchers in Spain had followed every whisper, every headline, every photo hinting at this trip. But when Princess Leonor stepped onto Danish soil, it was not just a royal arrival. It was a storm of emotions. Fans pressed against barriers, holding Spanish flags and Danish roses. Some had traveled for hours, even days, just to glimpse her. One woman whispered through tears, "I saw her once in Madrid, but here. In Denmark. It feels impossible." And that impossible feeling rippled everywhere. Because this wasn't just about where she landed. It was about what it meant. Why Denmark? Why now? And why did so many feel like history itself was unfolding before their eyes? Later in this story, you'll hear how one Spanish student in Copenhagen described the moment as the closest thing to magic I've ever lived. But first, we must pause on the reactions that shook both nations. Crowds erupted in applause. Not polite applause, raw, uncontained joy. Some shouted her name, others simply held up phones, trembling. On social media, clips spread instantly. Within minutes, hashtags soared across Spain, Denmark, and the UK. "She's here," fans wrote. She really came. But what stunned most wasn't just the fact of her arrival. It was her presence. She walked with a calmness beyond her years, yet every step carried weight. She smiled softly at children handing her flowers. She nodded toward elderly fans who had traveled across borders to see her. And every tiny gesture sparked bigger waves of emotion. One Spanish father, raising his young daughter onto his shoulders, shouted, "Remember this. You will tell your children you saw your future queen walk here today." That moment spread across Spanish media, and ignited debates back home. Was this visit simply symbolic? Or was it, as some fans believed, a new chapter of destiny being written before their eyes? Later in this video, you'll hear how one Danish fan described Leonor's arrival as a gift we didn't expect but will never forget. But before that, let's return to the silence that came just before the applause. For those present, the quiet seconds before she appeared felt endless. Then, the car door opened. And the stillness broke. Some cried openly, others gasped audibly. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't planned. It was human. And perhaps that's what shocked fans most, seeing a princess, the future queen of Spain, arrive not as a distant figure, but as someone who could stir hearts with nothing more than her presence. To understand why this moment mattered so deeply, we must go back. Spain has always carried high expectations for Leonor. From her first public speech, to her military training, to her growing role alongside King Felipe and Queen Letizia, she has symbolized not only continuity but also renewal. But here, in Denmark, something changed. Fans weren't just reacting to a princess. They were reacting to a leader stepping into her own. And the cross-border symbolism was powerful. Spain and Denmark, tied together in history, culture, and now, through the young generation of royals, love and loyalty. Fans sensed it. They didn't just cheer for her title. They cheered for what she represents, a bridge between nations, a living symbol of modern royalty grounded in humanity. Why did she choose this moment to come? What message was hidden in this visit? Later, you'll hear how even Spanish officials whispered about timing, and how royal watchers think her presence in Denmark signals far more than just diplomacy. But in the raw reactions of fans, you can already feel the answer. Because they didn't wait for speeches. They didn't analyze protocol. They reacted with pure instinct, and their instinct told them, this matters. The videos continue to spread. Spanish newspapers call it a shock arrival. Danish commentators describe it as a royal embrace across borders. And fans, they keep replaying the same moment, the second she smiled. One fan wrote online, "I didn't just see her arrive. I saw the future arrive." And maybe that's the heart of it all. Her arrival was not about the journey from Spain to Denmark. It was about the journey from expectation to reality. From waiting to living. From silence to applause. And as the crowd chanted her name, as children waved flags, as tears rolled down cheeks, it became clear. This was not just an arrival. It was a beginning. A beginning that fans will never forget. A beginning that Spain will carry with pride. And a beginning that Denmark witnessed first, as the world watched. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor arrived. And the world is still reacting.